All right, we are joined by assistant coach Frank Hjortebjerg. Frank, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So I know, very brief turnaround from yesterday's performance, but have you had a few moments to reflect on the performance?
Yeah, definitely. We've had a lot of moments already. We've just finished a training session and a little scrimmage for the guys who didn't play, plus a little match review. So for sure, overall, I think it was a pretty solid game from us. We were pretty happy with the way the game started, and most of the game we were pretty happy with against a good team who tried to push the game picture into their favor, of course, and wanted to do some things quite similar to us. But overall, we were pretty happy with the performance.
What changed after the first 10 minutes, I would say? Because I feel like the first 10 minutes, you guys were all over them. I don't know if they were trying to press you guys too high, maybe, and then they started to sit back a little bit more of a mid block. Is that what they changed, or what kind of made it, from the 10th minute to the 45th a little bit harder?
I actually think the things that they did on the ball started to challenge us, and we knew that they would try to find the spaces behind our first line of pressure. And in the beginning, we were so much on the ball, and we were able to pin them so much in their own half and around their own box, and we just continued with attack after attack. And then they got a little settled on the ball, and they found these passes through our lines, and we had to defend a bit more. And then I think that way they found their way into the game. And then I think after that middle period in the first half, we started to get the game in our hands again. Yeah. But big credit to them. I really liked what they did. I thought it was, for me, an enjoyable game to coach and to be a part of. It was always this battle for possession and this battle for territory with the ball. That was really fun.
Yeah, I noticed that they were trying to almost play like you guys. I mean, maybe new coach saw the success that SDFC had last season, so I can imagine that they were like, "Hey, this is a formula on how to try to win," but it's tough to beat a team at their own game in the opposing team stadium. So it was kind of cool to see, though.
And I think it's also early days for them.
Yeah.
And I think if they keep doing what they already started right now and develop a bit more into that, I think they will cause a lot of teams issues in the league.
Yeah.
So, but for me, a very enjoyable game.
Looking ahead to going on the road for the first time in MLS play, but obviously not the first time for us this season. What can you say about going and taking on Sporting Kansas City?
Also another team that's changed and are starting to build a new type of project. I don't know too much about them yet, but I expect, or we expect, that some of the game picture can be a little bit like St. Louis, probably also with wingbacks. And potentially wanting to both press us high, but also try to really hit us on the counters. And then we'll see how much we can push that game picture in our favor again. But it'll be an interesting challenge again.
This team, obviously, we know we've talked about it a lot, was so talented on the road and getting results. This year has really great momentum of building those results at home. What does that do for the team moving into the first away challenge in the MLS?
First of all, we prefer to play at home because it's a really, really nice stadium we have, and the fans were fantastic again yesterday. And hopefully we are really building something special that can continue to grow for many, many years also when we are not here anymore. But we want to make these strong performances no matter if it's home or away. We want to be us, and we want us to have this clear identity no matter who or where we play. So obviously last year we had a good run in the away games, and hopefully we are now building the fortress in Snapdragon as well. So we're just trying to pile up the good performances.
Also going to turn back around and a very quick turnaround to go play Toluca in the first leg of the home and away series for round of 16 in CONCACAF Champions Cup. I believe, when I was counting, it's 12 In 12 days, it's 4 games. Something we've talked about a lot too, and we talked about at the end of the season with Tyler and Mikey, is a challenge for this season with knowing that this is coming, is making the squad bigger. And, we've had 10 different goal scorers now across all competitions. What can you say about where this squad is in your mind about just the versatility in the players that you can use there?
I think we're in a good spot, but obviously it's a new challenge for everyone. And how quickly can we recover? How quickly can we prepare for a new game? Now we're speaking about all these tactical nuances. That we will now be put in a situation where we don't have 4 days to prepare an opponent, neither as a coaching staff or as a player. So we will need everyone, and I think we're in a good position, and everyone's looking forward to the challenge, and also that challenge about playing in altitude, playing Mexican teams, then having to travel and play MLS. It'll be fun.
Knowing how the last game in Mexico went, a game at altitude where you guys felt like you guys just couldn't get total control of the game, does anything change going into this game? Obviously, it's a different opponent, but it is at altitude. It is in a short week. Recovery is going to be tight. What's going to change from what you guys did last time to this time?
To the Sporting KC or Toluca game?
To Toluca, because you're playing at altitude. Like, what have you guys learned from playing at altitude last time to now?
Yeah, so we also spoke about this last time I was here. That part about the element of surprise is out, because now we've all tried it. We've all tried the travel. We all tried to see how that ball flies. And I think first of all we got to see how the first game goes at home, both from a game plan perspective and also from a results perspective, of course, because we know this away goals can be tiebreaker and these things. But we've already started to have those conversations around, okay, what could a plan A and a plan B look like? And clearly we gained some experience facing Pumas. And there will be some similarities when we face Toluca again. So I think we got to take it one game at a time. That's always the boring answer. But we've already started to look at the notes that we have in the book from the Pumas games. And we know that it is just a different environment. It is just a different flight of the ball, a different pass you have to make. And we will, even though we have a few days to prepare all these games, because we have a lot of games, but few trainings, we already started to have that conversation around how could it look like? What do we need to prepare for already now for Toluca and for these all these games that we have right now, so we don't get caught and all of a sudden, okay, we only have 1 day, we cannot prepare this.
Yeah.
So we have to look at, for example, what are the similarities between Sporting KC and Toluca? Is there any that we can already prepare now, so we can mix those game plans indirectly for the players, but for us it will be very deliberate, of course, what we're trying to do. So
that's good. I've never really thought about it that way. Like, try to connect two different teams so that you can kind of be working on something that works for both games. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because if you can find some characteristics that are similar, then then that is an argument for making sure that you have that within your training plan moving forward. Whereas if it was thing that, okay, this is very specific only for Toluca, does it then make sense to do it already now? Maybe, maybe not. At least it will have to be very important. But since it is a similar thing, then we might incorporate it earlier in our preparation. So the players will not know that unless they listen to this. But that's not important that they know.
All right, Frank. Well, thank you so much again. Always appreciate your time for joining us for our match preview presented by Alaska Airlines. And congrats on the win last night.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks.
As the official specialty insurance partner of San Diego FC, Palomar offers standalone earthquake insurance that protects property and peace of mind. It's crucial to be prepared. Visit plmr.com or contact your insurance agent for a quote. Palomar, reimagining specialty insurance with innovative, creative solutions.